Remember, you can activate the parental control facility on your decoder if you would like to restrict viewing. This program is rated 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
Jump! 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 Jump!
Lorenzo!
Jump! Jump! Jump!
Once again, once again. Hey, you need to come put us to your stuff down. Training, let's go. Sheila. You know training? It's gonna be fun.
I like your check-ins, man.
Dumbbell tank 4. Back down, hands up. 5. Try to push directly above you. 6.
I'm still not talking to Jakob. I'm not planning on doing so anytime soon.
I think he's losing the plot.
Meryl and Sheila get back into gossiping about Jakob.
I think he just wants to cause havoc. Because he doesn't know who's up for nomination, so he wants the person to be on worse behavior.
On worse behavior than he is. And at this point, he's doing a good job by himself. Himself over.
True story.
He's doing a great job. Nobody has to do anything. He's doing a great job all by himself. After he was the one to say things at me and turn around and go speak to Munya and tell him basically not the full story of what happened.
What's going on with Jakob?
Jakob went to Munya and told him, I don't know, whatever he wanted to tell him about yesterday.
You know, there might be a housemate or that, you know, we're not still there or we're not maybe communicating. But seeing what happens after Sunday, we'll work on that relationship. But right now, I think it's just too many emotions, I guess, on the other person's side for them to either apologize to me or me apologize to them.
And then he emphasized that I said things about him. And I said that, listen, I am not a person that will tell you behind your back. I'll tell you straight up in your face. You don't talk about me behind your back, and that's what made me angry. And if you felt that I was coming on to you, you could have come to me and told me.
He went and told Munya, who was not even in the argument. He updated him, you know what, this is what, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I think that was just low of Jakob to go and start approaching Munya to tell him things that he was not even involved in.
I'm going to stay in my way. He better stay in his way. I'm not going to talk to him. I'm not going to do anything with him. At this point, I'm done with him.
Jakob! Birthday! Jakob! Jakob! Hey! Don't do anything before you clean this place. Don't clean that place. I'm telling you. Have you ever been beat? Oh, have you ever been beat? I'm telling you. I'm gonna go clean that place before you even don't even try it. What? Give me my green pepper. Do anything. Give me my green pepper.
Show him the badge.
Anyone, the head of house. Imagine stepping up, you know, telling us, go and clean the house now. How dare you? How very dare you? I mean, fine, tell us to clean the house, but don't tell us when. Who are you, like our boss? Last time we checked, he named me Big Brother.
We need to, you make this place clean, we clean it.
You decide to be the house boy and then you complain about it because you are looking for votes.
Get away.
Who are you then? Who are you?
I'm not the type that's gonna, push people around to do what they are supposed to do.
Remember in the morning you were telling me something?
Guys, yeah, honestly, we all decided that let's clean first.
Who is all this cricket came? When did we start, all of us?
Do not shout. If you're not able to talk properly, fine.
No, don't start supporting. We always
I'm not supporting. I told them that we all... You know what, guys, it's not fair because last week when Sheila was the head of house, you listened to her. Now you're refusing to do whatever he says. It's the truth. It's the truth. To some extent, Kaone, I don't know if he's reluctant to apply his authority, or even if he does apply it, not everyone follows. So it's becoming a bit of a mess. And at the end of the day, he's the head of house, so he should be harder on every single person.
Yeah, say whatever. You know you got fans.
We all have fans.
You have fans outside and inside.
We have fans, brother. You have your rural fans. I have my urban fans. Deal with it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's why
don't hate me because you feel.
I'm not hating. Why does hate come in? I just tell you to clean.
What are you saying? I have fans. Are you trying to tell me you switched me?
Because
it's when you switched, I don't give a whether I stay or leave. You don't have the power to decide. You have fans. What's that supposed to mean?
Can you go and clean?
You can't be head of house forever, Look at what happened to someone that was head of house and kept switching herself.
I don't
so be happy. They're telling me I have fans. Of course I have fans. Are you jealous of the fact that I have fans?
But like even when it comes to us, because how's everything going? Uchi would always say something bad. Instead of just answering properly and saying, okay, we're almost there, how far are you? He will always just answer the most meaningful thing. I don't understand how people can just be so... I don't know what word to use. Because,
After he found that he couldn't push two people, he decided to give up with a very sarcastic statement, meaning you have your fans. I was like, what's that supposed to mean? You're telling me I have my fans. What do you mean by that? Are you trying to tell me you put me up or what? I don't know if you put me up or not. Hopefully if you did, then my so-called fans is referring to I hope they heard that. And, they work extra hard to make sure that, I don't leave. How insecure of you. Don't you have fans?
Many.
If you have fans, why did you switch yourself?
It's good to clean, but
you have fans.
Even if you have fans,
you are up for eviction. Why didn't you say, Big Brother, I'm not changing anything? Big Brother will say, yes, we'll keep your nomination then. You saved yourself, coward. If you have fans, try it now. You will know how many fans you have. You are jealous.
It starts with respecting oneself before you respect your leader. So if there's a little bit of disrespect, I just take it as, a reflection of how somebody, gauges themselves or respects themselves. So if there's anybody that sees me as less of a leader, I want to believe they see themselves as less of, followers or people that take instructions.
He thought he could be the boss of us, but we showed him that to be a whole, head of house, H-O-H. To be a hoe, you have to be a diplomatic hoe. And a hoe the head of house, a leader doesn't stoop down to the level of his subjects and starts fighting with them. Get clean. A good hoe, we say, clean. And before I come back from so, let it be clean. I'm not telling him how to do his job, but I'm just saying, he can order to people, right?
Yeah. At the Intercontinental Johannesburg Sandton Towers, we believe in giving our guests a truly South African experience. Johannesburg is a beautiful, very diverse city with many beautiful places to see and interesting things to do. Our staff always share their local knowledge with our guests to give them an authentic experience and to make sure that when they leave with wonderful memories. It's about making our guests feel less like tourists and more like locals, giving them real experiences, stories they can take home and share with their friends and family.
Sometimes even when we mean well, we end up hurting people.
There's a fine line between help and harm.
We're going to be strong.
But just where do you draw that line?
No, that's my baby. You're taking my baby. No! Don't do my mom!
Be a surgeon or don't be a surgeon, but don't do this. Don't waver.
An all-new season of Private Practice, Tuesdays at 6:30 Central African Time on Mnet.
Say hi to Mom.
What happens when the tables are turned?
This was hell.
What are you doing?
I'm doing my chores. My wife calls a lot. She wants to know things.
A husband's worst nightmare.
Every day, like clockwork, the Hello Kitty list.
When she's bringing home the bacon.
What about what I think?
Who's really wearing the pants?
Is it all your wives now you're over here?
Oh, thought she wasn't coming home.
House Husbands, Saturdays at 6 Central African Time.
Let me do this again real quick. I want to see how big my step is.
Hannington and Ofuneka continue the task on their own.
Can they make the kitchen smaller? Do they have to be equal?
So you want to reduce the dough? Where are the artists in this house?
Just use that ruler and stop complaining.
I'm a bad drawer. Like
You're not a bad.
Slowly, the other barnmates join them.
From yesterday, I guess maybe we hadn't read the brief very well, but the way we put in the time that we lost yesterday, now we are back on track. Now I'm sure by today, the model will be up, and then tomorrow will be, finishing touches, because everybody now is in the game.
It's not an easy task, big brother. It's not. I never built a house before.
We're gonna have to reduce our. And I thought I had it. Just 31 centimeters by 10 is 3 meters. Yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine.
Today, when we got our feedback for day one, it was quite clear that we've made mistakes yesterday. And then our brilliant head of house decides that he's going to let us wait for about 3 hours to let us know that we have received a task which he did not even read to us, because he felt like it was important to clean the house first. I said this outside, it's like a president trying to sabotage his own army and country, because that was utterly stupid of him to rather just say wait, finish showering, finish eating before you can actually read the task to people.
Your own business of cleaning or what?
You read the task, then you now say let's clean before we start. And it's up to housemates to decide whether they want to clean.
Depending on what the task is.
Yeah. How can you take cleaning paramount over tasks? This guy is just silly.
Even me when Big Brother told me we have to clean the house, the first thing is I was told some of the housemates read the task.
But did Big Brother ever tell you make sure they clean before you read?
No, he told me make sure
the house is clean, but read the task.
Yeah, of course.
You guys should try.
So what is going to keep a task?
Yeah, the task is already here. He hasn't read it.
Has any other housemates confronted the housemates you are speaking about?
Paloma is still not impressed with Uti and Sheila's gameplay.
It's them wanting to push you into a corner so that they can make you look so bad and horrible, and then they would want to shine. So it would be a bad idea. Because they always do that. Even when there's an argument in the house, they can tell somebody something very mean, but you can never talk to them. But if somebody starts an argument with somebody in the house, they want to have that stupid show where they can put two people to talk about things so that they can look as if they are the people entertaining the house. And those two that they've put on the chair to discuss the problems can just look very silly and stupid.
Big Brother has noted that the housemates made very little progress on their model house yesterday. Big Brother suggests that housemates read yesterday's task brief again. In addition to being well designed and constructed, the model of your ideal Big Brother house also needs to be decorated and furnished. When professional designers are faced with a strict deadline, it is necessary that they take work overtime in order to get the job done.
Beautiful.
The progress that we did yesterday might be little, but it's very, very huge. because now we have an idea of everything we want to do. So we have an idea of the kitchen, we know how we want to make it. We have an idea of the walls, we know how we want to make it. We have an idea of the inside and the outside and everything that we want to put in.
True.
Now all that's left. I think what Big Brother is saying is that they can't see anything standing on those things. But now it's going to be very easy for us to put all that onto paper very fast.
That's the smartest thing you said.
It's 3 meters if you add this. The kitchen is 3 meters.
The stairs is 2 meters high. Well, you know, the measurement part of it is so boring. It's like mind-boggling.
Well, I'm not very good with maths. So anything to do with calculations and all this things is really not my cup of tea. But the good thing, or the good side of it, is like there are quite a number of housemates here that work very well with figures. So, you know, the team spirit is coming into play, and now we're starting to do the cuttings, and, you know, at least it's getting a lot more interesting now.
Are you enjoying your visit?
Oh, definitely. I'm getting to know the people I don't know better, Sammy and Hannington. And I'm having a lot of fun doing it, especially with Sammy.
She's fun. She's straightforward.
He was with me when I was washing dishes yesterday, and his hands were going places I didn't want, like touching my back and then trying to extend to my bum. And I said to him, you know what? It's not on. And if I don't give you permission to touch me or even shake my hand, you're not allowed to do that.
She's nice. She's nice with all the bandmates.
And he tried the same thing at night as well, when we were talking close to the fire somewhat. He's trying to lean on me, and yes, you're trying to get to know me, and you think because we're connecting, you can go on to the next level by leaning and resting your body on me. And I said to him, you know what? We don't have to have physical contact to have a good conversation.
I think she's a very intelligent person too.
I don't want to be very like I want Funeka for me, you know, but sometimes when we're having like a conversation, when we're exchanging ideas and thoughts, someone just comes and in the middle of the conversation, and I get like, ugh. Because there's stuff that I really like to talk to her, like just me and her, because we know each other, you know. And they come, for example, Sam is all over Funeka. He doesn't give me space. And I'm becoming a bit jealous.
Jen, Big Brother has devised a secret task for you to carry out.
Okay.
You may not discuss the secret task with anyone before or after the task, under any circumstances.
Okay.
Steal one shoe from each housemate, including yourself.
All right.
Hide these shoes in the house.
All right.
And Big Brother would like you to choose shoes that the housemates often wear.
Okay.
If you get this right, you will receive a very special reward.
Okay, Big Brother, I'll do my best.
Jen begins looking for hiding places.
Big Brother, no. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm feeling... I don't know. But look, you know me. You can see that it's not everything okay. I don't know if it's because I was feeling sick in the morning. But it's not that. something inside me, in my heart. I don't know what is it.
I think she's doing well. From the time the guests arrived to, till now, her spirits are up. I would like to think I had something to do with that.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But she's all good.
I feel sad. I don't know why.
We're up behind schedule, so I hope that people can just forget about their sleep and then just try to work throughout the night. As exhausted as I already am, I think at the end of the day we all decided to wage 100. So if it's 100 that we want, it's 100 that we're going to have to give.
And the housemates do just that, with a gentle whip of encouragement by Kaone, the hoe.
It's coming out good. All right. I'm happy if that's what's happening. Jen, are you good? It's coming out all right? Yakub, is it all good? Nice. You can make something like this. On the other side, you make something, and then in between. Are you good, my lord?
Yeah, we're getting there, man.
All right.
Definitely getting there.
Nice.
Sometimes even when we mean well, we end up hurting people.
There's a fine line between help and harm.
We're going to be strong.
But just where do you draw that line?
No, that's my baby. You're taking my baby. No! Don't do my mom!
Be a surgeon, or don't be a surgeon, but don't do this. Don't waver.
An all-new season of Private Practice, Tuesdays at 6:30 Central African Time on Mnet.
He doesn't care about the money.
I'm really a multi-millionaire. I didn't come here to work.
He doesn't care about the rules.
Somebody drank my whole canteen. I'm going to do everything to win this game.
He doesn't care if you like him or not.
You have to outwit them.
All he really came to do is play the game.
My tribe will believe anything I tell them. She's going first. I am running the whole show. Trump spoken. Call me the Puppet Master.
The Puppet Master pulls his strings in Survivor, Sundays at 5 CAT.
Uti and Mauricio's love-hate relationship grows.
Fine, then nothing will get done.
Yeah, fine.
It's your choice, Abi. It's your choice. You can be mature, that's fine. But outside days where you get somebody, here we are fighting for money, my friend. I will not feel sorry for you.
Not supposed to feel sorry for
you, fool. You need a shoulder to cry out and look for somebody. Doesn't finish. Huh?
Sheila! You guys are
like I've been tied up with a criminal. He's a very violent person.
I'm not violent, you idiot.
He's a bully.
Finish.
Finish.
Uti has yet another go at Mauricio.
What are you doing, Mr. What are you doing? We're not working. No, we're still working. We allowed you guys all that time. What are you doing?
Uti and Mauricio's situation is quite hilarious. But those two get along, so it's nothing major. They're just irritating each other, but I know how much they care about each other, so that's actually cool.
He's a foolish not one of those people that know everything, that your opinions are just worthless. That's who this chimp, baboon, prehistoric monkey.
Yesterday you were getting along very well.
He's an idiot. He's one of those people that know it all. So he doesn't. Nobody's opinion counts.
Don't forget, Paloma, the last time he trashed the glass house, threw things around here. So, me to be honest, I can't reason out how they could let him back on the show. I'm really thinking like tomorrow, they should at least let him talk to a psychologist for our safety. He's done this before. Now he's tied to me and he's flipping out slowly. And I think, and this is not the case of where there is smoke, there's fire. The fire happens. When there's fire, there's more fire, there's an explosion.
I'm flipping, Abi.
I'm asleep. Break it. Sleep.
You are mad.
Thank you.
No, both of you, don't say thank you. Idiot.
It's double the power, double the sarcasm, double the trouble, and also double the energy. As long as this side of the head agrees to this, agrees to agree. With this, shut up.
Take me away, take me away. Take me away, take me away.
What?
I'm going.
Bye. Bye, barmaid. Are you breaking into the house?
I'm going. Take me away. Take me away.
I think that's the photo I mean.
Take me away.
Jump! 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 Jump!
I don't want to do that.
Code may have had one too many.
Because it's not fun. I love me. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I love me.
And I'ma keep it that way, Rasta.
But I love me so much I could dead me.
Any time of day. For days, Rasta.
The housemates are committed to their task and work into the night. Well, most of them. Until finally, they all fall asleep. Any guesses what's going on here?